I am here right now across my property, the other side of my property, and I've seen that the frame for the second pedicab is being spray painted here. So we're just trying to let it dry for a while. But this is the pedicab that will go to Cardo in Moalboal. And I'm hoping that this week I could deliver it to him and also measure up for his house, to finish his house second floor, so they can utilize the whole house, not just scattered around with the little shed that they have on their house. So this is how it looks. I still have to sort all the tarpaulin for the top, and that's why I have to put it here in my property now. They have it delivered from the welder shop. And this is the bike that gonna be attached to this pedicab frame. So he's working on number 3 pedicab right now, and I still have 3 more pedicab bikes inside my guest house grounds. So it's now looking smart. I had to pick up the upholstery. It's already been done, but it's Sunday today. You know, we are in MECQ here in Cebu City, so I'd rather have to stay home at Sundays. But I want to share with you this area that is across my house. So as of the moment, you can see that it's just hilly. But I have been approved all the permits for this one, so soon I'll start the quarry, flattening this down. So that's also one thing that keeps me busy, is the fulfilling of the last few requirements. Although I've been working on the permits on this quarry last year, from building permit, barangay permit, DNR, Bureau of Lands, and now it's been approved. As you can see, it's right across my residential place. This is about 6,000 square meters. Prime land. I'll go over here, so I think it's better. So my plan is, you can see this is the main road of my place. That's my walls and main gate. I'll go there in a minute, but I'm gonna explain it to you that this is my 6,000 square meters of land, and this is the little bungalow that Daloy, you know, the one that works for me, lives, and the other side that used to be a shop, but it's been closed for 3 years now. So that will eventually be used as well. And this is my plan. When this all been flattened out, this land extends to where my end boundary up there. If you walk where my property is, you can see a wall that come across, and also that's in line with the property frontage of this side here. And the same thing with that little like bridge, like the both side has got like a blockage so it won't fall over. That is the end of this property. So this property will be flattened soon because there's a lot of requirements for landfill. This is gonna go to the Sentosa Island that they plan to build around Cordoba, and there's another one that they're gonna build. The Mall of the World will be built here in Cebu. They're gonna build an island, artificial island. to build this mall of the world. So this is how it looks like from my property. I mean, from my residence. Right here, that's the main road. And then I plan to build either apartments with commercial places on the bottom. That's what my plan on this one is. To the 6,000 meters square meters will have a parking area and apartments and commercial on the bottom, because now that it's progressing up here, there are subdivision being built farther from here, and this is the main road going up the hills of the barangay, the mountain barangays of Cebu City. And this is one way to go up there. So that's the second pedicab for Cardo, and I want to show you the office that I'm planning to donate to the corporation. I'll just go inside. So that's how it looks like from inside here on my property. You can see my big gate that was made by the welder that's doing my pedicabs right now. And now I'm going in to my property. This is I have never got around to make my tree house or greenhouse as such. You see, I'm still, sometimes when I get a little bit of time, I'm collecting plants for my greenhouse. This is gonna be my garden, and you can see that I haven't get around to make the railings. I'm still not finalizing the railings on this one, but this is the view from here. Aside from that tree, of course, that nobody wants to cut, because there's always something happening to the person that cut that. That's very superstitious. But this is the view from my greenhouse, and that's my main house over there. So this is my working bench that I had the welder make me, my working table for my garden. And look, this is about more than 100 square meter. But you can see I could put a coffee table when some of my friends come here, or the friends that I made in Facebook as well. Facebook and also my channel. Especially the ones I made on my channel. They can come here and visit me. And there. Then I'm gonna take you to my property. That is my dogs. They're born here and they know nothing else but here. Noctis, Bruchel, I still have to cut all your pores. You keep on running away. I need to shave you off. And that's my other garden there. Hi! Come on, Rachel. Stop fighting. That's my storage room. The last video I made, that I gifted myself with a storage room that will blend into the walls. And this is my storage room for my workshop, for my building works. Because you know, I still have houses to maintain that I rent out. And then my commercial plan next. And this is my orchid garden. Now I'm gonna take you, this is my main house. I need to paint that corner there. Because you know, a house, there's a lot of maintenance to do. But this is my orchid garden. As you can see there, that's my other vehicle that I seldom use because of the gasoline consumption. I just use the SUV. Russell! Russell! Come here! Russell! Why are you a bully? Russell! Now I'm going in to my guest house. Russell? Why do you keep on running away? And that will be like I intended that to be my generator room, but I haven't get around to it because it's not burnout. It's not really a problem here anymore. And there you go. That's my other garden. And I got my trees there already grown up. And this is my main house porch area, and this is one of my storage tank. And this is my guest house. It has its own gate. That I could lock in. And there you can see that it has its own entrance. That's the entrance. And then that's the first pedicab for Dudong. I haven't got time to go to Bantayan yet because I'm busy, as you can see, as of the moment. And that's my second water tank. And this is my guest house. I'm receiving like almost every month for people to want to rent this. You know that I've been renting this. You have seen that there are a few of my subscribers already come here to the Philippines and rented it out. And I only build this for my relatives. I mean my in-law relatives, my old beast relatives, that they come here. They don't have to rent a hotel. They can stay here. And I still not get around to finish all my tiling that I'm planning to do here. At least the main bulk of it, which is this one, it's already neat and tidy. And you can see out here that I got the 3 bikes that I pick up. 2 of this will be for Tony and Imak. So the other one that's being made right now, that's for Tony and Imak, and I'll send them another one. Then there will be another project of 2. So because the welder takes a while to finish one, because he's not really like the commercial side, he just do it for pleasure. So I want him to continue doing and just stock it up there. So next time I have a project that requires me to get a pedicab as a help of their livelihood, they can just immediately get it. If not, it's almost there. It's already done, you know. Now, if you look at this first pedicab for Dudong, I have to deliver this to Bantayan Island. But this is the cost of this pedicab delivered. I have calculated it around 15,000, finished, painted, upholstered, because that's about the amount that I'm spending per pedicab. And I'm thinking that anyone, not just me, can have an advertising. If you want a pedicab to give to somebody here, you can put your own logo for your advertising. I paint yellow because it is visible in the dark. But you know what I mean? If you want to advertise yourself, your business, on someone flying in the streets of anywhere it is going for, you know, like this one is going for Bantayan Island. The second pedicab is going for going to Moalboal rather. And you can be advertised on the back of this pedicab. You send the amount of the pedicab, which I put it up because this is what that cost me, 15,000 painted, upholstered, delivered. Then I could buy a sticker, your logo sticker, and put on the back of this pedicab. What do you think of that project? So you can advertise here in the Philippines. And you can see this is my property. And I'm gonna take you into my guest house because I am not accepting any guests right now, for renting out. It's just remain empty. There you go. And you can see it has a kitchen. And this is and then of course, as I've shown in my videos, this is the view of the kit from my guest house. You can see there, that's my main house. And this is my guest house. Now, since the corporation needs an office, what I plan to do is to make this guest house the office of the corporation. I am letting the corporation have this as their office for free. Now let me sit down on my guest house here. This is what I plan. I will take out some of the valuables in here because the DSWD wanting that you will have an office for the corporation itself. And as of the moment, I am not renting this out because of the pandemic. I will be making this into the office of the corporation. All the certificates will be hung on the wall and rearrange the furnitures. But this corporation will eventually have its own office. I will make an office across when I make the commercial building that I plan to do across my property when it's all flattened out. Like I said, I'm going to make commercial spaces for rent on the bottom and apartments on the top. And that's my plan. And when the corporation will not, I plan, because I'm so busy right now with all my projects. My project is I got a quarry that's upcoming. I got a commercial building to build, and I got my park, nature's park, with all the housing that I have to build down there. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I still got a nature's park that I own, and the other side, there's the Turner's lot that I already sold it to them, and there'll be housing around it. I have stopped building because of it's just too much. Like right now, when you're on and off ACQ, MCQ, GCQ with all this hassle, so I just stop it for now and concentrate on building up my channel that I didn't realize that I end up making a charity corporation. So my plan with the charity corporation is not to stay there forever. That's why anyone who wants to be a member of the corporation can do. Of course, I got to set up the rules, but I don't plan to be the leader of it or the one that heads it or the one be part of it forever. I can give it up after the plan of 50 projects is what I targeted to do, and someone else can take over the corporation. For now, the corporation can have its office here on my guest house. You are welcome to come here, but you have to do an appointment to inspect all the records of the corporation. It has to be by appointment because I cannot drop everything off just for you to come over. But eventually it'll be open to the public, and eventually it will not just be here on my guest house. It will be on the commercial site that I'm planning to build out across. When I stopped my building works before, it was not my plan to... I'm just having a break, build up my channel, and I did not plan to have a charity corporation, which I am now indulge in and helping people, which also give you a different kind of feeling. But I do still miss my love of building. I build houses, I rent it out, sell it out, and I still got a pending one in my nature park housing there, my nature park village that I plan to do. But I just stopped because it's so hard to, with this pandemic going on right now, to get all the materials quick as you can. And also, I was having a break because I feel burnt out before. Now, I am indulged in a charity corporation, but eventually it will be back to building because I do enjoy the building, and the charity corporation can be run by someone else who's interested. So this is my plan. This is the office of the charity corporation, my BPP guest house here in Cebu City.